It's been a minute. Actually, I forgot to plug my dang phone. I got the cord here and everything. I just forgot to plug it in. Alright. So, sorry guys, it's been a minute since I've actually done a video. And done one live. Alright, I just pulled up pull it up on the computer screen so I could read y'all's comments, since last time it didn't want to work right. So I've actually been out of work now for actually quite a while. Last day I worked was April the 2nd, the first Friday of this month. I had a student, and I was involved in a vehicle accident. Now, it was not with the semi-truck. It was in my friend's personal vehicle. We had a truck, or large SUV, that wasn't paying attention, slam right into the back of it. And I'll show you guys the pictures. I'm probably going to be doing a video tomorrow, or I'll be recording a video tomorrow. Probably gonna upload in a day or two. Nice to see you too, and welcome to the live stream. So I'm gonna I'll put those pictures on that one, but the car is pretty much totaled, and it really kind of messed up my back. So like I said, I've been out of work for a few weeks. And then I went to try to go back to work, but my truck was broken. So just got that fixed. The truck's actually out in the parking lot right now. Got my stuff in it. And hopefully I'll be going out on a load tomorrow morning, it looks like. So the game plan tomorrow will probably be record just like a drive along video and maybe some backing. Maybe show off a little bit like I did in one of my videos I did recently. You guys seem to really kind of enjoy that. Good afternoon there, Walker. So I might do something like that again because you guys seem to enjoy that. And then, like I said, I'll post the pictures of the accident. I think I put that on my... No, I didn't. I did not put that on my Facebook page for my YouTube channel. But there's another thing I'm working on. Hello, Barry. How you doing? It's nice to see some of you guys. Some of these names. Sorry, I'm moving around a little bit. My back is still not very happy today. But I am starting to work on a little bit of a new project. For anyone that has joined Swift through my YouTube channel, or is going to be joining Swift, there's probably going to be a cash prize. More information on that in the next week or two. Still kind of working on some of the details. Part of that's with Swift, some of that is just with my YouTube channel, and just trying to figure out how to make all of that work. No, thankfully I don't have the Zonar tablet yet, Jerry, but my Qualcomm in my truck today when I picked it up is broken. It's not working. So I'm actually using the Keep Trucking app right now for the logging, because I just don't want to have to do paper logs. So I'm going to do that for a little while, but they're probably going to be installing the Zonar tablet in my truck pretty soon. There's a lot of problems with it, Jerry. You have the Zonar? How long have you had the Zonar tablet? I've heard some drivers like it, but most people don't like it. I'm hoping that they're going to get the bugs worked out of. The driver who ran into the back of us was not injured that severe, I don't think. My ex was actually, we were in her car, and me and Natalie had to be removed from the vehicle with backboards, sea collars, the whole 9 yards. We went by ambulance. It took the whole trunk of the car and pushed it all the way to the back glass, and kind of pushed some of it up under. It was a large SUV that hit us. Chevy Tahoe, I think it was. I don't remember. Anyway, large SUV. Okay. Ended up being total of 4 cars, us being one of them. So 3 other cars ran into this accident just south of Waco. It hurt. It hurt pretty bad. So yeah, I'll go into a little bit more detail on that probably on the video that I'm going to be doing tomorrow, and I could slide into photos so that way you guys could kind of see those photos and whatnot. I'm using my phone to live broadcast, so I'm not using a program that allows me to kind of like show you guys those photos, so you're just gonna have to look at my pretty face today. But me and Natalie, I say figuratively speaking, we're okay. You know, we still have 2 arms, 2 legs, and 20 digits. But got banged up pretty good, pretty good. Got a couple doctors that we got to see, and yeah, all that fun stuff. Don't want to go into a whole lot of detail on some of that because I do have an attorney for that, and it's going to be like an ongoing situation, but it really sucked. The whole thing kind of sucked. But thankfully, you know, nobody died. You know, that's always a plus. And no like super major injury that's life-threatening, nothing like that. It's just going to be basically a huge insurance mess. And I know that I'm going to be sore for a good minute. So yeah, sorry, I'm looking over here at a chart. So I've been doing, since I've been off work, I've been doing a little bit of stock trading, and these past 2 weeks I've actually had a really killer run. Actually, let me just add them up real quick. 64% increase in my trading. Damn. Overall, that comes out to 17% across my net worth. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of information. That's all in its own like category video that I do. And I know I haven't really been keeping up with that series, but it's been a lot of, right now it's moving kind of slow. But as my building wealth starts to really get moving quicker, there'll be more videos on that. I just don't want to keep doing like a whole bunch of like short videos that's not a whole lot of content. But this past month so far, between 2 accounts that I got going, I'm grossing very, very well, percentage rate. So that's going to be fun and interesting. If you guys have any good questions, you know, when I'm live, throw them down there in the comment section. Definitely love it. I'll answer them when I can. I don't know how long I'm actually going to be on tonight. I got to work tomorrow morning, and it's already, I think, what, 7? Yeah, 7. Jerry, I'd ask, did you actually have the Zonar tablet or no? Because I don't know if you heard me ask you that. Hopefully I'm still getting all the comments from you guys. Maybe, let me refresh it. Yeah, it should be. And there's 8 of you guys watching me right now. So the accident, it's going to push me off kind of what my goal was this year, I think. Hopefully not. Charlie, I haven't seen you in a minute. It's going pretty good. I was actually just talking about, I was involved in a accident, and I got banged up. I talked about that for a couple minutes, so whenever this live video feed is done, you kind of go back, hear a little bit about that. But overall, pretty good. Gonna be driving again tomorrow. I got a video that I'd like to try to get recorded and get that edited and then uploaded. Yeah, thank you. And my nose is itchy. Man, sorry. Yeah, I'm generally speaking, I'm okay. Just got banged up really good. I don't know if I'm gonna end up there or not there, Walker. I want to go back OTR, even if it's temporarily, and I would love to go back up to the Northwest Coast. It is a beautiful area to be driving through. But right now, the Walmart terminal I'm at, they need all the drivers they can get. So I'm thinking, maybe more or less hoping, maybe this summer I can skip out for a couple weeks, 2, 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, and do a little bit of coast to coast driving, and I might get up to Washington. What part of Washington are you in? Also, that'd be kind of cool if I did set up going back OTR, just kind of make different stops. What is awesome? The PMW? Let me Google that. Oh, okay. I know where that is. Actually, I didn't even know that was a place. I just thought that was a company. Until I actually went there. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that's what. Yeah, the Pacific Northwest is really nice. I also like the East Coast. Maine, Vermont, New York, that whole area. I ran for the Walmart up there, as some of you guys may know. I liked running up there. I think both the East and West Coast up in the country-ish area is really nice. I like it. But yeah, Kirkland, out by Seattle. Definitely, I do want to get out to Seattle. I got a few friends in the area up there. It'd be kind of cool to get up there. I've been through Seattle a few times. So, with Swift, it's not hard to get up there. It's just with me doing Walmart all the time and just kind of stick in Texas a lot. Well, if I ever go OTR, definitely will be posting it on my Facebook or whatever. So definitely keep an eye on my Facebook page for my YouTube channel. It's stephan.harz YT. But yeah, it'd definitely be interesting to get back up there. Shoot, there was a guy, I don't remember, I think it was out on the East Coast. But he had a sailboat, and he said if I ever got out there, he'd take me out on the boat. I thought that'd be pretty cool, but I haven't gone out to the East Coast either. I definitely miss OTR. Well, let's actually talk about that. I have some guys who ask me, OTR versus dedicated. That's like a very, very common question I get on my YouTube channel. And there's not one simple answer to that. I love OTR. And the thing I like about OTR is you're going all over the country. You don't ever know what direction you're going in. And the United States is a beautiful country to drive through. I really, really thoroughly enjoy it. Now, OTR doesn't pay as much as dedicated. And to me, I think that's messed up. Because if you're OTR, you're away from everybody for weeks on end. I think OTR should pay more than dedicated. But dedicated, you get some good benefits that, your mileage is very steady. Your paycheck is going to be pretty easy. OTR is for over the road. The truck drivers that go, multiple states, coast to coast, north to south, and everywhere in between. Dedicated, I'm on what would be called a dedicated regional. So I basically just stay in Texas. I go basically from Temple, Texas, which is just north of Austin, down to Brownsville, McAllen, Mission, Laredo, Eagle Pass, Del Rio, and then sometimes I go out west, going all the way out to Abilene and I can't think of some of the other towns that are out there. They're way out there on 20 though. 20 and 10, so way, way, way out there. Hello, Andy. Well, John, I am just north of Austin, and I go down to Mission, Texas, McAllen, and I have to go through Austin and San Antonio all the time. So, but I miss OTR. But the thing that's nice about dedicated, not only for the fact that your miles are very, very steady, but you know where you can park, you know where you can get food. You kind of learn like all the little ins and outs on your route, which is really kind of nice. But I kind of miss the randomness of where you're going to go OTR. I kind of really do enjoy that. Yeah, I definitely, if I go back OTR, definitely would feel nice being back OTR. 87. I don't even know how many miles I got underneath. Underneath my belt. I think it's well over 500,000 now, in between me and my students. I've actually lost track of how many students I've trained. I think it's over 30 now. I've trained a couple 50, 100-hour guys and some full 200 and everything in between. Michael, it's going pretty good. Talked at the beginning of the show. I went through a pretty bad car accident, which is why I haven't been on YouTube or making any videos since basically the beginning of this month. But you could go backwards, kind of get all the details on that. But I'll just say I'm okay. I'm not dead. The other person that was in the car with me, not dead. And everyone else who was in the accident, there was a total of 4 cars. No one died. So it's just basically a big insurance mess. You ran 137,000 miles in a year. Yeah, that's a good run there, Todd. I do, generally, depending on the student, I do about 700 a day, 6 days a week. I'm kind of just typing it out on the keyboard real quick. That's 42 times that by 52. About 200,000 miles a year. And that's with me being a little bit lazy. I've done almost 1,000 in a day with a student, but I don't like trying to push that many miles. I prefer to, get a little bit less, really concentrate on training. And, yeah, I just don't like driving that many miles if I can help it. How do you like regional there, John? Yeah, that is the other thing. OTR versus dedicated. You're able, if you're doing dedicated, regional, you're able to get home a lot. So if you have doctors or family matters, wife, kids, all that kind of good stuff, regional / dedicated is nice. I could get, back to this apartment every day to every other day, just depending on how much I want to drive or how far I want to go. So I don't have a wife and kid, So, for me, that's not like a super big benefit, but on the medical side, it can be. Also, I have my own bathroom and I have a whole kitchen. So if I want to cook some good food, I could. Um, but it can definitely, dedicated can suck. I really like OTR. I just wish it paid more, and it really should. OTR really should pay more. Yeah, I saw that text that you messaged me there, Andy. New Mexico. I bet it's pretty warm out there. $1,000 to $1,200, Barry. All right. So here's the thing. It's really hard to say how much money you're going to make with Swift or with any company. It really comes down to you and your driver manager or whoever is your partner in whatever company you're with. If you get a good system going, making $1,000 to $1,500 take home after taxes, I don't want to say it's impossible, but you're gonna have to work for it. It's definitely doable. Um, I've had some students who get off my truck and they make 13, 14, $1,500 take home after taxes every week. And I've had some students where they only take home set 6, 7, 800 after taxes. So it really just depends on the driver. The one thing when it comes to Swift, I think Swift has really good miles. Now, some people do better with Swift, and some don't do that well. Um, but if you get a good, relationship with your driver manager, you can make pretty decent. So yeah, it really depends on what you're doing and having a really good driver manager. And while I got 13 of you guys, there's a little thumbs up. If you hit that little thumbs up, it makes my counter go from 3 to hopefully more. And that also helps my video rank better. And hopefully I get some more views. So if you don't mind, hit that little thumbs up while you got a second. Yeah, like Freddie said, you really have to learn how to run your clock efficiently. You're going to want to be. You also want to make sure that you're running your pre-trips well. If you allow your truck to break down because you're not checking something, that can really destroy your week. So having a good pre-trip, but also doing your pre-trip quickly. Because if you spent, let's just throw a number out there, 2 hours on your pre-trip every day, that's going to take a lot of time out of your 70. So you want to try to get your pre-trip done quickly, but efficiently. And if something's wrong with the truck, get it fixed before it becomes a bigger problem. Or you're getting a ticket by DOT. Because, if you don't spend any time doing a pre-trip and the truck breaks or DOT catches it, well, guess what? It's either costing you money or you're not making any money. So running efficiently, running your clock tight, it also really matters about doing a good pre-trip, keeping an eye on your tires, and if a light bulb is out, change the light bulb. If you need to replace a mud flap, you could sit at TA for 3 hours for them to change a mud flap, where if you have some simple tools on your truck, you could change a mud flap out yourself in about 10 minutes if you're slow. So, and then Swift will pay you $50 to do it. Or they paid me $50 to do it. And I did it in about 10 minutes. Now, is Swift going to pay everyone to do it? I don't know. That was just my driver manager at the time. I was on a OTR account, and my driver manager was like, "Wait, you changed the mud flap?" I was like, "Yeah, can you pay me for it?" And they're like, "Yeah." So they paid me $50 to change the mud flap. I actually did a video on that. It's kind of old, but if you've watched all my trucking videos, you've probably seen the video of me changing a mud flap. I got paid $50 to do that. I think it took me a little bit longer than 10 minutes just because I was making a video. But being efficient with your time and being smart is important. If you're not smart, not efficient, and it's really easy to waste a lot of time trucking. Also, the other big thing, I don't have my phone in the case right now, is instead of going to sleep, there's a lot of drivers who do this all night. And if you're on your phone, you're not sleeping, you're going to be tired, and you're going to sleep longer instead of just 10 hours, and then you're going to be in a sleeper for 10, 12, 13, whatever. And that's going to really start to, get into your money making capabilities that week. So learning how to be able to get to sleep on weird schedules sometimes, which takes a little bit of getting used to. It's one of those things. I like to tell my students, it's kind of funny, but it's also the truth. And all my truck drivers who are watching this right now, you know what I'm talking about, or what I'm about to say here. Once you start truck driving, your sleeping schedule is forever screwed up. You drive for so long, you go to sleep, and then you drive again. It doesn't matter if it's daytime, nighttime, morning time, lunchtime, dinner time. It's just, do you have time to drive? And if you don't, you sleep. If you have time to drive, then you drive. The time on the clock just kind of becomes a number, and the rotation of where the sun is in the sky is just a location. You just kind of roll with that. Truck driving really kind of screws up your sleeping schedule. Yeah. Freddie, I definitely agree with that. If you're a runner and you know how to run efficiently, Swift has a lot of freight. Now, having a good driver manager, especially if you're OTR, this is important. So even though that Swift has almost unlimited freight, like you said, you got to understand freight lanes. So talk with your driver manager and try to make sure that you don't go where there's no freight. So your driver manager can let you know, hey, we have a lot of freight over here and not enough trucks. Well, then you're going to want to try to go that way. Or you can let the planners know, hey, you'll go to California or you'll go to New York. So if you're in New York, tell them, hey, I'll go to California. And if you're in California, be like, hey, I'll take something to New York City. Yeah, you might have to drive in some traffic in LA or New York City, but honestly, that's only going to slow you down by a few hours. But LA is way over here and New York is way over here. You're going to get like almost 3,000 miles in between them. And, you might lose a few, 2-3 hours due to traffic, but you're going to get massive amount of miles. So don't be like one of those drivers that are like, oh my God, I don't want to go to New York because, oh my God, it's New York. Go to New York. Like I tell my students, I'm like, look, you're a truck driver. You get paid to go from point A to point B. It don't matter where point A and point B is. You get paid to drive there. And then drive away from there. So drive there and then drive away. Yeah. Yeah, the schedule for a lot of the thing when I get a student, it's the schedule that really screws people up. The weird hours, it can really screw up some drivers. It takes some getting used to. The solitude is kind of nice, but I was OTR for like a year and a half, 2 years before I became a mentor, something like that. I don't remember exactly. It was over a year. The solitude, I was out for several months at a time before I would go back home. And sometimes the solitude can be a little too much. And that's where I try to tell my students, I'm like, look, you got to understand when you're getting burned out and know when to go home. Make sure you communicate with your driver manager. Take time out for yourself. That's very important. And get kind of comfortable. But yeah. There's been a lot of comments today. I haven't gotten through all of them. Yeah, I'm still training drivers. I had a driver that I was training beginning of this month, but that student had to go with another driver because I was involved in a vehicle accident. There's a whole beginning part of this live. I was talking about that vehicle accident, but I've been drove for over 2 weeks. Driving tomorrow, hopefully. Um, but I'll be getting a student in maybe the next week or so. I kind of want to just go solo for a little bit, get situated back to driving before I pick up another student. Uh, but yeah, I got shook up in that accident. Like I said, there's the beginning of this live is talking about that. So after this, after you watch, go back and check that out. Uh, the Walker, I'm not sure what truck you're thinking of. I still have the KW, the T680. My last truck was 190951. I now have truck number 212123. It's a T680 Kenworth 2021. So, itchy nose. It's a brand new truck, but I already got 47,000 miles on it and some change. I've had it now since like the beginning of the year, late last year, I think December, I don't remember, somewhere in there. And I've already got quite a few miles on it. It's broken down quite a few times too. I'm gonna end up talking about that in a video that I'm gonna be doing in the next few days. I say that a lot, and then I forget to do those videos. But yeah, I got a 2021 truck. It's a T680. Pretty nice truck. It's kind of similar to my 2019, but yeah. Go check out what one? I know where Harry Hines is. I've been out there. So I'm a Dallas Fort Worth guy. I don't know how many of you guys may know that or not. Uh, oh, okay. Interesting. But I've been down in Austin now for a good minute. My T680 does have airbags. It has the air ride system and all that. I have upgraded seats in mine due to a medical injury that I have. I've talked a little bit about that on here. I haven't gone into great detail. Obvious, it's my medical stuff. But those seats are pretty comfortable. I've driven the International only a little bit. I will say I much prefer the Kenworth over the International. Now, I really do like the Freightliners. They turn great, but they shake like hell. They vibrate a lot. So the KW rides so much smoother. It's like a Cadillac compared to the Freightliner. The International that I drove rode a little bit smoother than. I'm sorry, I have a alert going on my phone. Drove a little bit smoother than the Freightliner, but the KW is so much better. So that's why I'm with the KW. Hey, Quentin, I haven't seen you in a good minute. Talked to you. When was that? A couple of weeks ago. How's things been going? Oh, yeah, Freddie. I don't know why Swift doesn't have those airbags. Now, I should be getting that in my truck, but I haven't heard back on that yet. If I find something out, I'll let you guys know. But that airbag switch is a really, really big deal if a trailer's sitting too high or too low, generally too low. It's a lot easier to hook up to them. Quentin, I think everybody's trying to get rich. Big boy, yeah, Swift does let you use the comfort control It basically will turn the truck on and off to keep the batteries charged up and the AC temperature, either hot or cold, in the temperature range that you set it for. Swift used to have this deal where the truck would idle if it was above 68 degrees or below 34 degrees, but from 68 to 34, it wouldn't idle. Swift did away with that, and they went to the comfort zone or comfort thing where it keeps it plus or minus like 5 degrees. So 2.5 degrees up or 2.5 degrees down. So if you set it for like 72, it'd be between 70 and 73, 74, somewhere in there. And I actually much prefer that because it also keeps your battery charged up. So if you're using your power inverter or something like that, you don't have to worry about killing the batteries on the truck. Although that's a problem I'm having with my T680. I'll talk about that in that video. But that T680, I've been having a few problems with it. It's been fun. Yeah, the KW takes a city block to turn around compared to the Freightliner. The International turned better than the KW, but the Freightliner still turned the best. The Freightliner really has a sharp turning radius. No, I've not done flatbed professionally, ish. I have driven flatbed in farm work in my own company that I used to own, and a little bit when I did tow trucks. I drove tow trucks. I did repo. So I did a little bit of flatbed work, generally with car hauling or tractors, hay, some farm equipment, things like that. But you don't need to have a CDL if you're driving farm trucks. So I've not done it professionally, even though it's. I learned how to drive a truck back when I was probably 14, 15 years old, maybe earlier than that. And it went kind of like this. I lived out in the country, and a farmer was like, he was actually part of the church that I went to. But he was like, here's a truck and a trailer. You need to take that from point A to point B. And if you screw anything up, you're fixing it. He was not joking about that. It was standard. I had no idea how to drive standard. No, I didn't even know how to really drive a truck at that point. And, or back a trailer or anything. And he was just like, if you screw something up, you got to fix it. And so I had to learn how to drive a truck by myself. And I've driven a twin stick Peterbilt. Boy, that was interesting. And 48-foot flatbeds, 40-foot flatbeds. I think the biggest one was 48-foot. I've done a couple wagons. So it's like a flatbed, but it has a turnable front hitch axle group. So that's kind of fun. It's like a dolly for, think of like a dolly for the 28-foot pup trailers, right? You know, like the guys that are pulling like the double FedEx, you know, the Wiggles. Think about just pulling a dolly with one trailer. That's kind of like what a wagon is. It's kind of fun. It takes a little bit of learning how to back those things up, but that's how I learned how to drive a truck. I didn't go through a Swift school. I didn't go through any trucking school. I went down to DMV, took the test, and I rented a truck for $600. And I just took the test. That's how I got my license. And also the reason why I'm working at Swift. I called up all the other trucking companies, every company but Swift. And they all wanted me to go through their trucking school. Even though I had my CDL, they were like, oh, well, you can't just do it by yourself. I'm like, but I did. And they're like, yeah, but you have to sign a contract and go through our school and all this stuff to get your license. I'm like, but I have my license. They're like, yeah, but you didn't go through a school. Swift was like, oh, you have your license? Great. We'll send you out with a mentor for 200 hours and no contract. I'm like, okay. And I was actually planning on quitting Swift after like 3 to 6 months. 4 something years ago. I'm still here. The Peterbilt that I drove there, Walker, was a old Peterbilt. Square nose, can't see anything, is like driving a brick in front of you. I much prefer the curb lickers for visibility. For style, I like the old square nose trucks, but you can't see anything other than if it's further away. I've not driven the newer Peterbilts, so I can't really say. I'd say that old farm truck versus the newer Kenworths is not really a good comparison because the newer trucks are just going to ride better than a truck that was built in the 1990s and maybe early 2000. The truck is old as hell that I drove. It was an old twin stick. I think if you drove that truck on a freshly paved road, it would still be bumpy as hell. That truck just did not understand like how to ride like that. It was like it was all over the road. It was a fun truck though. Not very good for like riding for hours on end, I guess. Makes me wonder if the suspension was screwed up on it. I have no idea. Oh, you were talking about something else. Oh, big boy. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think they call that like the Southern route or something like that. They have some dedicated routes that you can do that doesn't go all 48 states, but I don't recommend doing that. I try to tell all my students that get on my truck, go OTR. Do it for a little while. Then, if you don't like it, look at some dedicated routes. Look at some of your options, but really, honestly, going all 48 states and getting that experience, completely worth it. And I see that 9 people did the thumbs up. If you have not hit that thumbs up, please hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. I'd like to get to 2 digits with that one. Well, thank you, Walker. Glad that I do a good job. Does anyone else have any good questions right now? Because I'm already at 40, coming up to 43 minutes. And I'm probably going to end this video at 1 hour. Like I said, I got to get up early in the morning. I got a drive to do. So, yeah, that's kind of like what I'm thinking. Any questions? Anybody? While I look through. Damn, they held you for 3 weeks? Do you have a mentor now or no? I know sometimes Swift can have a hard time trying to get a mentor. But oh, you quit. I can't say I don't understand that, but what company are you working for now? Walker, tell me about it. I had a four-wheeler not paying attention. I think they were on their phone and drove right into the back of my back of the car that I was driving. And I believe that they were doing 60, 70 miles an hour, right into the back of that car. These four-wheelers really do need to be paying attention. I should actually probably do a video that you guys can share, just talking about like the different weights of these trucks that can be shared, because I don't think four-wheelers truly understand that our front steer tire, just one tire, can have as much weight as 6,000 pounds on it, on each side of the steer tire. 6,000, or 1,400 pounds of diesel in a standard OTR rig. In some of these bigger OTR rigs where they're running bigger tanks, you could easily have 2,800 pounds of fuel. That's not even counting reefer fuel. 34,000 pounds for your drives and another 34,000 pounds for the trailer. I don't think some of these four-wheelers truly understand the weight that these semi-trucks are going down the road. Some of these cars, they're weighing 3,000 pounds. That's like 2 cars sitting on our front steer tire. That's a lot of weight. And every time these four-wheelers want to cut us off, they don't realize what they're doing. They just don't realize. Yeah, Walker, I might actually do that in its own video, because that video really should be shared to everyone who drives four-wheelers and is not experienced around a truck. And that would actually be a really good video. I could hook up to a trailer and sorry, I could hook up to a trailer and I could walk around the truck and trailer and kind of be like, this tire can have this much weight, this is this, maybe put my truck behind it to show you visibility, put a vehicle in front, show visibility. I just don't think four-wheelers truly understand. And you can't look at a truck going down the road and be like, that guy's empty or that guy's loaded, unless they're going uphill. If they're going uphill and they're going slow, they're loaded. If they're going up that hill very fast, unless they're driving, the Tesla trucks, they're probably, empty. But even an empty truck can be a dangerous truck. So, again, I really should do a video just kind of like super detailed, but really easy to understand. Just kind of talking about that. That can be massively shared as just like, hey, when you see these semi trucks going down the road, you got to respect what these things are. I've actually said it to a few of my other students. I think some of these four-wheelers should spend a day with a truck driver. Like when you're getting your driver's license, you have to go out with a truck driver for one day, for a 10-hour shift, just to kind of like realize what's going on inside that truck, from visibility to the weight and just all of that. A simulator could be decent, but honestly, I think spending just a few hours or even a day in a truck would be absolutely mind-boggling to some of these four-wheelers. But I need to do that video, and then I guess when I do it, you guys can help me out by sharing the crap out of that. So I'll work on that video. There's a few other videos I want to work on. I just haven't done them yet. So hopefully with me being solo for the next few days, whatever, I'll get some time and I'll try to do some of those videos that I've been wanting to do, just haven't been getting them done. Like I said, I haven't been driving for a little over 2 weeks now, since being involved in a car accident. And that really hurt. It hurt really good. Damn, Walker. I see, yeah, motorcycles too, Roger. But the good thing about motorcycles, and I drive a motorcycle, I guess you'd say ride. A motorcycle can stop quicker, they're very, very agile, they can move quickly. But still, you gotta understand kind of what's going on. The other thing, I don't think people realize how heavy just a rubber tire without the rim is. The cap for the tire alone is like 70, 80 pounds. So when a tire blows out and a big old strip of rubber comes flying off that truck, it's 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds of rubber that's flying 50, 60 miles an hour. There's a lot of energy. There's a picture that was floating around on the internet where a rubber that came off a truck went through a windshield and took some guy's head off. There's a lot of energy in this rubber tire. Four-wheelers, I don't think understand that. No, I don't have the Zonar tablet yet, thank God. I think I am going to be getting it soon. I've heard some drivers complaining about it. I've heard some drivers who like it, and kind of everything in between. Me personally, I kind of like my Qualcomm, even though that my Qualcomm right now is screwed up and not working. Go figure. But I like it. When it fails, but it doesn't take me long to get it working again. And I don't know. I don't like change that much. I like to keep things kind of the same. But I guess I'll get the Zonar here sooner or later and find out. No, the man, Natalie. I understand that question now. Anyway, yeah, the I used to actually have that picture though, where that rubber went took the guy's head right off. No, Walker, I don't want the Zonar tablet. I like the Qualcomm. I'm used to the Qualcomm. And I'm not a big person that likes change. I kind of like to keep things um, in a way that I'm used to it, I guess. But Swift is changing from the Qualcomm to the Zonar tablet, so I'm going to have to learn how to use it. Some drivers like it, and some drivers hate it. Hopefully, I'll be a driver that likes it. But who knows? I might be a driver who doesn't like it. But I'm going to go into it with a clear mind, a clear head, and not judging it before I get it. But I'm going to try to hold on to my Qualcomm for as long as I can because I'm used to it. And hopefully by the time I get the tablet, they've worked out all the little bugs. Yeah, I've heard about the key cards and the logging in, and it seems like to log into the dang Zonar tablet, it's like trying to start up an F-16 fighter jet. There's like 6, 7, 8, 10 steps you got to do just to log in without the tablet freaking out about something. You know, you have to turn it on, but not turn the truck on, just turn it to run, turn on the tablet, sign in, then turn on the truck, then do something else, then pre-trip. And if you do any of those things wrong, the tablet flips out and it's like, oh, you did this wrong and whatever. I don't know if I like that. I kind of like the Qualcomm. You just turn the truck on, you put yourself on duty pre-trip or whatever the hell you need to do, and you just go. I read that on the Swift driver portal thing, and then I was also looking up Knight because Knight is the same company. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Knight is using those tablets, and there's like a whole like procedure you're supposed to do to log into the tablet correctly, supposedly. Mind you, I have not used the tablet myself, um, so that may not be the case. But yeah, I kind of like that. That's kind of like what I like about the Qualcomm. You just go. Oh, okay. If when I do get the tablet, I will be letting. I'll probably be doing some videos on it. I was going to do some videos on the Qualcomm, but when I found out that the Switch was going to be upgrading to the tablet, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do videos on the tablet or on the Qualcomm because they're changing it anyway. So I guess I waited way too long on making that video. Oh well. Yeah, I'll let you know if I'm ever up in Seattle. Like I said, I'd like to try to get back up to the East Coast and to the West Coast and everywhere in between. I kind of miss OTR. Uh, yeah. I also heard about that. And the one thing with the whole docking thing, if it's anything like some of these cell phones and whatnot, where the port can get all kind of like messed up, I could just see that going like connected, not connected, connected, not connected, connected, not connected, and just like this back to forth, like connected, not connected thing. And I don't know. I'm hoping I'm making a big deal or big problem of it, and come to find out it's not going to be a big issue. But I guess I'll find out as soon as I get the tablet in my hands, right? Or in the truck. The one thing I'll say when you're OTR though, having the ability to just like grab the tablet with you and go into a shipper and have all the information you need right there, and you don't have to write it down on a piece of paper and take it with you, would be kind of slick. Because I remember when I was OTR, you had to have like a little book or scratch paper to, write POs or BOL numbers and all that. And God forbid if you wrote down the wrong number or you inverted two numbers or something like that, you had to walk all the way back out to the Qualcomm to get that information versus, if you were able to carry it with you. So, I mean, I can see it OTR it being kind of useful, but I don't know. Whenever I get the Zonar tablet, I guess I'll find out what I think of it when I get it. And hopefully that will be a couple more weeks from now. But I was at the shop earlier today, um, and they had 4 trucks that they're putting the tablets in. So our terminal is definitely starting to really push the tablets and starting getting them into all the trucks. So I have a plan or service B coming up soon, and I think 4 or 5 thousand miles. And so I think maybe in a week or two, I'm probably going to be getting the tablet. We'll see. I'm out of Temple, Texas. It's a Walmart terminal. So it's Walmart Swift. Um, yeah, that's the terminal I run out of. Anyway, I'm at 57 minutes, and it is now going for 8 o'clock. Uh, I don't know what time I'm going to be driving yet, but from '06 to '07, '08, somewhere in there. So yeah, I'm going to probably be a Snow Runner. No, I don't think I played that. I was actually playing a game that I used to play back when I was younger. I say that as like I'm old, but it's called Age of Empires. Conquer 2, Age of Empires 2. Um, Really old game. Anyway, I don't remember when they built it or made it. I'm Googling it. 1999, September 30. And I think I got it like that Christmas. So, holy crap. That game is 21 years old and I'm still playing it. Although I had to rebuy it. I got it on Steam. Yeah. Awesome game. No, I've not played Snow Runner. I just looked it up. It's a trucking game. Honestly, when I get done driving a truck, I really don't want to be driving a truck in a video game. I've had a few people try to get me to drive a truck in some of these truck simulators. I just haven't. I don't really play that many games, but when I do, I've been playing Age of Empires a lot. It's a fun game. If you guys would like me to do that on Twitch or something, or maybe on here live, I don't know. Let me know. I like playing Age of Empires. It's fun. Anyone else out there? My 4 viewers who are watching right now. Have you guys ever played Age of Empires 2? Let me know. I like to slow play that. I don't like to play it real fast. Only 3 viewers now. No, my stereo, my truck does not keep powering off. It stays powered on even when it's in the comfort idle mode, thankfully. The radio in the T680 is decent. I think it's a little bit better than the Freightliner. Or no, maybe the Freightliner was a little bit better. But the radio in the Swift trucks, they're pretty decent. It doesn't have like super bass or anything like that, but it's pretty decent. Whenever I have a student though, yeah, got to turn it down. I don't leave the rear speakers on because one person might be sleeping and all that. But when I'm solo, yeah, I got it cranked up. It's fun. Yeah, you got it. How is the Volvo? Let me know. Although probably not going to be on for that much longer. Um, Walker, you can just look up AOE. Here, I'll type it in here. AOE 2. Just look up that game. It's a lot of fun. It is a old just YouTube it. If it, it's a very pretty common excuse me. You'd be able to find videos on it. It's a really fun game. I like it. Cool, Sam. You play it. Yeah. The 72-inch sleepers, man, they're not very big. So, especially with a student and everything else, it definitely can get kind of interesting. But solo, it's not that bad. You kind of get used to it. I say the first 6 months that you're out, it really kind of sucks. But after that, you kind of just, there's a lot of room inside that truck, even though it doesn't seem it. But you learn how to really kind of like pack things in there and still have space. Um, yeah, you kind of like dedicate things to certain places, and you kind of have your own little thing set up. I can go from one truck to another truck, and everything has its own little home. So if I jump into a Freightliner or a KW, because I've been in those trucks so much, it's easy for me to, so to speak, move in. But changing trucks, I would also say, is like changing houses. It can be interesting. But anyway, I'm now at an hour and 2 minutes. I think this is going to be where I, sign off and get ready to go to bed. Might drink a beer. Still, it'd be about 10 hours before I have to drive. So yeah, the beds in the trucks, you can upgrade them. The one I have in my truck's not bad. The student bed sucks. Okay. It just sucks. Swift has been putting in memory foam mattresses for the OTR guys. So when you go OTR and you stay in the same truck, the bottom mattress is going to be a better mattress. Swift used to put like this super thin thing that sucked. But Swift has been upgrading the mattresses and has been making them better. So yeah, that's that. Cool, Sam. Cool that you like that game. Maybe we'll play it sometime. I don't know. AOE is just a very unique game for anyone who hasn't played it. My three other viewers, other than one Sam, who's watching. It's a fun game. I can easily spend a couple hours in it and not even realize it. It's fun. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, rate, and subscribe. If you have not hit that thumbs up, please hit that thumbs up. I do really appreciate that. And if you find one of my videos that you really do enjoy, please share it. It really does help. And I will be recording a video at some point tomorrow, and I'll edit the crash photos from the accident I was in on the 2nd into it and get that uploaded. I'll get some backing in this week. So I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading that many videos, but I promise to get you guys some good content this coming week. So yeah. What's the... the game is called Age of Empires. You could just type in AOE 2. Here, I'll put it in here. AOE 2. But yeah, it's a really fun game. I might do some videos on it. Maybe Twitch. I don't know. I got some other things that I can do on Twitch that I can't do on YouTube. So I don't know. I might make it. Might make a Twitch. Don't know yet. But yes, I will be doing some more videos soon. Sorry I haven't been doing them. But like I said, I was in a car accident, and I kind of got screwed up pretty bad in it with my back. Early in the video, there was, yeah, just rewind and you can hear all about it. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys another day. Time for me to drink a beer and go to sleep here pretty quick. Well, Rick, you got me right when I'm about to log off. So there's a hour-long video. Hopefully you enjoy it. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.